Prepare yourself, guys. Chris with T3 Medias, and we're going to talk about Obama and Netflix. Now, Obama has just reached a deal with Netflix for they're going to produce a movie or show. You know, look, I'm not going to even lie to you, okay? As much as I try to stay informed and I try to stay on top of what's going on and I try to read, sometimes the words get blurry. I don't want to read it all. This time I'm going to admit I don't know much about the deal that's going on between Netflix and Obama, Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama. But all I want to do is I want to talk about the obvious reaction to the deal that's in making. Now, if this deal is in the bag or not, again, I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I know a lot about a little and a little about a lot of things. But what I do know is the typical reaction from conservative people who are just totally trending on Twitter with boycott Netflix. Now, a boycott and a protest and whatnot could be a beautiful thing. But we're talking about boycotting Netflix. Now, remember when conservatives or evangelicals wanted to boycott Google? Now, that was a short-lived boycott. You don't like a company, you don't have to support the company. And that's fine. But when you go up against Google, they slowly realize that they would have to throw away their whole lives. Google's in your cell phones. Google is on your YouTubes. Google owns almost everything you do. So what do? You fold if you were them. So boycotting Netflix. Now, Netflix has become such a superpower that the number of people who would protest this to the extent where that they cancel their subscriptions to Netflix, honestly, even in America, would still probably be a drop in the bucket. Now it's a drop in the bucket that they would not like to have. And maybe overall they'll look at it and go, you know what, it's not worth it. But at the end of the day, it's just like every YouTube original movie or series. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. Because you're going to look at all these Stranger Things conservative fans out there who are going to come back around when the season 3 comes out, and they're going to be Jones, and they're going to be thinking about it and thinking, okay, do I really need to cancel my subscription because of my little beef with a guy who isn't even the president anymore? That's what they're going to ask themselves. And you know what? They're going to have to do that soul searching. Overall, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You got a current president who's enriching himself while he's in the White House. With everything that's still going on with his hotels and the deals that he's doing with all these other foreign powers that he's making laws to make these deals further enrich himself. He's planning for when he is no longer president. Barack Obama waits until 2 years after a year and a half after he's already been out of office, and he's been getting offers for speeches and things like that, and people think that he should be the first president in history to not take this kind of money after you've been the president. No, he doesn't have to be the first at everything. If everybody else, the Clintons, Bush, and another Clinton, and Carter, and Nixon, and all these other former presidents can get paid all this money to give speeches and to do things after they're done being president, Barack Obama should too. Donald Trump should too. Donald Trump should wait until after he's president to do these things, but he's not. But you don't see them saying anything about that at all. So you're going to cancel your Netflix. Okay, I'm sure they did the math, and I'm sure it doesn't matter. I'm sure you will all be back. Everybody who says I'm going to cancel I don't like everything that Trump does. But if Trump had a hotel, if I was going to an event and the only hotel that was available was a Trump hotel, and I needed to get some damn sleep, I'm gonna go get the damn room, because Trump himself he's not coming into the room. Everything okay? You need some pillows. No, he's not doing that. It's just the name. If Barack Obama and Netflix, they're producing a movie or film together for some kind of a documentary or political thing, you know what? He might have some insight to some things in politics. He was a former president. He was a community activist. I mean, community organizer. I mean, he's done a lot for this country, and he might have some wisdom into some things, whether you like it or not. You might not like Bush or Reagan or any of these other former presidents, but when they have the notch under their belt and they have the experience, you gotta give Trump the credit too. When he's done being president, he will have the experience of being president. So whenever, if I had the choice between interviewing no one or someone who happens to have been president that maybe I don't like personally or don't agree with personally, and I say you have an opportunity to have a sit down with a former president, and it turns out to be Donald Trump. And even if I hate Donald Trump's guts, the guy still has the experience. And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to ask him the questions that only a former president would really know. How does this feel? What is the insight? What really goes on when you're sitting in that oval and this type of situation happens, or this other situation happens, and you're the only one that they're looking for answers, or who do you defer to? These are things that only a person who sits in that seat can answer. How does this and that feel? For all we know, that's all Netflix is doing. They're getting the insight right there from the horse's mouth, from a former president, a Clinton, an Obama, a Bush. And that's all it is. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. There's a lot of people who hate Black Panther. You know what they did? They didn't go see it. There's a lot of people who hated the thought of a Titanic movie. They didn't go see it, or Avatar. They didn't see it. That's all you have to do. You don't want to see it? Then don't see it. But now you're going to cancel all those that you know what? There's a lot of conservative original programming on Netflix. You got a lot of religious movies on there. A lot of things that just. It's funny how people will cancel 99% of what they like because of 1% of one thing that they hate. And that's just and I say for the people that are that stupid, I'm just gonna call it what it is, crazy, to do that to themselves. I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You might take it down from 4 screens down to 1 screen, but you're not really canceling. And for everyone who cancels, all you people who love House of Cards or Stranger Things or Orange is the New Black, you love it and you can't wait to get another episode. But if that TV series or if that movie is on the platform or in the streaming system that I don't have to click, that I can totally ignore, or better yet, you guys would have been better off of just giving it a thumbs down, which I know a lot of you will anyway, versus just hurting yourself. Because we all know that you're gonna come right back. You're either gonna borrow somebody else's password and watch your favorite show on Netflix anyway, or you're gonna be right back the next month after the scratching stops and you can't stop thinking about it. You know what? I can just ignore Obama. Once it sinks in, you will all be back. So stop. Why even lie to yourself with that stupid hashtag? I'm gonna boycott Netflix. You've always had the power to boycott Netflix. But at the same time, if you love the majority of what they do or what they have, you might as well say I'm gonna boycott Walmart because of something McDonald's did. Just because McDonald's is inside of a Walmart, you don't have to go in there. You know what? All the savings are on the left side of the building. They're still there. You can still go get, your tires rotated and get some clothes for the kids and stuff with a coupon for $3.99, and then put it on your Walmart app. It's all there. But the McDonald's, you can just do like this and walk right past it. But do what you got to do. That's all up to you guys. I mean, tell me what you guys think. You think they have a point, or do you think they're just not being subjective and just thinking that everybody should think the way they think and do what they do and live the way they live, even though the way they live or the way somebody lives might not work for everybody? Well, too bad. If it doesn't work for everybody, then you should kill yourself. It's probably what they're thinking. And it's just this extreme, but yet the terrorists they're the extremists though, right? No. This is also extreme. They're going too far for something so trivial. Obama's not going to take your remote and force you to, hey, you know what? You're going to watch my movie. It's not happening. Hit the like button, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Put the comments below. Hit the notifications. Until next time.